Welcome to a show where we talk about stuff that's not real. That's a show about basket news, EuroLeague fantasy, and I'm here with my beautiful colleague Kotryna, and we battle against each other each week, trying to get a better fantasy team. Whoever wins each week gets a point. Whoever loses doesn't get anything. This past week was a EuroLeague double week, and we recorded one episode of the fantasy picks. We changed our teams after the third round. We did not disclose the changes, obviously, because we didn't have a show. But we're going to talk about all the things we did and how I won both matchups.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wasn't the best week for me, not gonna lie. However, you deserve it. I think you deserve it. You made some awesome trades, so congratulations, but I'm not gonna give it that easy to you, the upcoming ones. So we'll see.
So to recap, our week 3 score was 146.25 against 137.85. So I won by almost 9 points. Against Kotryna, it was a close win, and it was it was mainly due to Tornike Shengelia having an amazing, awesome, tremendous, flabbergasting game. He scored 70, and you didn't have him.
Yeah, good job to him. I mean, congratulations to Virtus. I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes the players just outscore themselves by a lot, and this was one of the situations. And for you, obviously, you had him as a captain, so good move.
Yeah, so before the next round, I bought Jonathan Motley and Nigel Hayes-Davis because they played against us well. And so it's a basic strategy in fantasy now. Buy whoever plays against us well. So Jonathan Motley scored 20. Nigel Hayes-Davis scored 15 point something. These are just good trades in my eyes. What did you change?
Yeah, actually, for me, I did 2 trades only. So I also had Nigel Hayes-Davis in my team. So I guess great minds think alike, or dumb ones. And I also had Will Clyburn in my team. But basically, my biggest mistake is that I traded Chima Moneke from my team. And we all know how well he did against Žalgiris. Yes, of course, they lost, but I mean, he had an insane performance. So I kind of regretted that. But the other trade I did was Isaac Bonga. So that was a good move because he only gathered 1 efficiency point.
Yeah.
So that was my trades.
So after week 4, I won the matchup 165.55 against 134.85. So now I lead 3-1 after 4 weeks.
Yeah, but I have to know that I'm still a bit higher than you in the overall rankings. So I still have that under my sleeve,
You lead by 0.65 points.
That's pretty much similar how you won the second round against me. So I have to be grateful for this, at least.
All right.
So what kind of trades did you do?
I did kind of the obvious move, actually. I brought in my favorite player who plays for Real Madrid. He's the best center in the league, Edy Tavares. He's pretty darn cheap for his level of play, at least for the level of play he can show on the court, because he hasn't done that still so far. And he cost 1.3 something million.
3.8.
Yeah. And I brought him in.
Yeah, that's exactly the same thing that I did. I mean, for this price, I think he is definitely undervalued. We can definitely agree on that. But I mean, his performance recently was pretty low. 0 efficiency scores. He played 11 minutes against what was the game? Real Madrid against Olimpia Milano, right? Only 8 points. So, I mean, I really hope that he will get back to his normal casual numbers and yeah, we will get a bargain in this case, because for this price, it's definitely a buy.
He used to dominate against Barcelona in the previous years.
Yeah.
Of course, that was against Šarūnas Jasikevičius coached Barcelona, but it's still pretty much the same Barca.
Yeah, and
just
also
with Willy Hernan Gomez in the middle.
Yeah, and also I watched the game against Tenerife recently, so he was back. I mean, he played only 22 minutes compared to
He scored like
playing
28 efficiency points.
yeah, he did. He scored 14 points. Did 8 rebounds. He made all of his 2-pointers. So hopefully he can perform at least at this level in EuroLeague as well. So yeah, we did the same trade pretty much, right?
So our teams are getting pretty much similar. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's not that interesting to have like 3 or 4 the same players.
I mean, I have one interesting pick for my team this round, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense, if you even would check like all of the top players in the whole league, all of them have the same players, let's say. So I'm not surprised that we made some similar trades.
I want to make things interesting.
Yeah, by picking Tavares to your team, it was interesting.
I picked Marco Bellinelli a week ago.
Yeah, but
and I got
not
laughed at because of that pick. Yeah. Marco Bellinelli, for 700K, scored 14 and 12 in the following 2 rounds. He averaged 13 points for 700K. So I demand my respect for Marco Bellinelli.
But can I have some respect for having Leranzakis in my team last round?
You had him for the first round.
Yeah, but I kept him. That's the thing.
He cost 200K.
I had to wait it out at some point, and he brought me 25.3 fantasy points. So 23 efficiency points in general. I mean, awesome game for him. So I'm really happy I had this at least one game to enjoy him play rather than, watch him fall down, let's say, every single round. But yeah, what is the other trades that you do?
So as much as I love Marco Bellinelli, I traded him away because he didn't play in the Lega Basket Italian League on Sunday. There was kind of some talks that he'd have to undergo some tests. I know, so I just decided not to risk with him. And I brought in an old friend, Nick Kalathis.
Old friend.
Yeah, he's an old fantasy friend. Like, he's Marcus Howard, but older and smarter. He can give you -2. He can give you 2, but he can give you 20.
You like risks, huh?
Yeah. And I have plenty of players to play on the first day, so I might not even sub him in on the second day. So
okay, well, decent choice, I guess. I don't know. I cannot really say a lot of bad things about him, especially after you having Dorsey. So now you have to, think of someone else.
I have to create a new injury, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dorsey might be coming back actually, but Kalathis took his role as the main point guard and he excelled at it.
Yeah, true.
Last week.
So how many Fenerbahce players do you have in your team right now?
Too many.
Yeah, exactly that. I think 3, right?
Yep.
And that's all of the trades you did, right? Before this round?
Only 2, yes.
Okay, so I did 3 trades. So as I mentioned, Tavares is in my team, and I also traded my second center because both of them seem to be not that consistent. And especially having Geoffrey Lauvergne in your team in Asvel, I mean, you instantly get -10 every single round. So I invited Jonathan Motley to my team. So on the same topic of having Fenerbahce players in your team. Yeah, I mean, he was really, he played an amazing game last round. 30 minutes, 5 out of 6 2-pointers. I mean, I think his plus-minus was like 14 or something. So he had a decent game, and he only cost 897K. So I feel like it's better choice, let's say, compared to Brendan Davis or Geoffrey Lauvergne in terms of price and the matchups that they will have. So I have him on my team, as you do as well, right? And
he just copies my moves.
As my third trade, I picked this guy because of his amazing performance last round and because he's from Žalgiris. We have to love players from Žalgiris, right? So I have Brady Manek in my team. What an amazing performance, right? What a great game for Žalgiris last round.
An unlikely performance, I should say.
Yeah, but I mean, still, the dude can score, shoot from far. It's insane. 5 out of 5 3-pointers, 14 rebounds. I mean, who is that? So,
Moneka does that. Moneka does
but
that.
compared to the price, I mean, he's not that consistent, let's say. I'm not expecting him to be the same level of good every single round. But I feel like now he costs like 780K, something like that. And he has potential to, repeat those type of numbers. Plus, they play at home against Valencia. I think they can win. I think he will have his minutes. So I just hope that I can still, jump to this train on, seeing him increase his value later on. So yeah, I have him as my last trade for this round.
Damn.
You see, it's going to be fun.
I cannot imagine players like him on my team. Even if I picked him, I would just delete that.
I mean,
that trade.
If you would ask me these questions like 3 rounds before, even like Carson Edwards, I mean, we have so many disappointments and so many surprises in our teams, but that's what makes it fun, So we'll see. I mean, I make a big bet here. I saved like 300K. I still have like extra 300K in my bank account, let's say. But I'm really interested to see, what's going to happen. Plus, the Žalgiris game. So, I hope that he will be able to perform well.
Honorable mention to Kevin Punter. So far this season, he's shooting 3-pointers in an abysmal way, I should say. He made 1 3-pointer in 21 attempts. What does that mean? That means that I'm keeping him. Because I'm going to Belgrade. I'm visiting both derbies on Thursday and on Monday. And Kevin, if you're watching, if you're listening, please, I need you finally to score at least 14 points. I need you to do that. Thank you, Kevin.
I hope he's listening. But I mean, he didn't have a great performance recently.
He's averaging like each game, 11, 12, 13, 11, 12, 13.
But that's what's good because now if you want to buy him, that's a bargain as well. So in my case, I didn't have any opportunity to do that. But
I tried to kind of sell him, but there weren't any better options. Knowing that Partizan plays against Zvezda, that's coached by Yannis Feropoulos, and it's going to be his first EuroLeague game in Stark Arena against Partizan. I think that might be the game. I say it every week, but that might be Kevin Punter's game.
I hope not.
It might be.
To be honest.
It's hope that kills me.
There's not a lot of players that I hope that will perform because for example, I want to say the same about Edy Tavares, and I hope that's going to be the game, but you have him on your team as well.
So we can host.
So yeah, maybe I can get my, fingers crossed for Larenzakis or Carson Edwards again. I'm not sure, but my actual honorable mention would be for last round, Alpha Diallo. Really, really great pick. I'm really proud of this because he was, before that, he had minus efficiency. I believe it was -1 or something.
And he scored 20.
Yeah, and now this round, he gathered me 20 fantasy points and 18 efficiency. Played 30 minutes. I think it was, 9 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Really, really nice performance. So I'm keeping him on my team as well and see
all right.
how it's going to go.
So to end today's episode, we'd like you to suggest what the winner gets or has to do. Or the loser. It's your choice because we need a prize in this show and we don't have one. So let's get started and see you in the next episode.
Nice. Bye.